Did I really steal this guitar? No, but stick around, I'll tell you how I got it at a great deal, and maybe you can too. This is the contemporary Jaguar HHST in Shoreline Gold. The HH stands for 2 humbuckers and the ST stands for stop tail. Squier has put their contemporary twist on things and made this thing into a head turner. This ain't your grandpappy Jaguar. I'm Scott, this is Guitarnivore. Your typical Fender or Squier Jag will have 2 single coils with the lead and rhythm circuit switch, roller and volume tone controls right here, as well as 3 lead control switches down here. Now with the contemporary, they've changed things up a bit. This switch is for coil splitting, while this switch changes the wiring from series to parallel. Now down here, you have your typical 3-way Telecaster style switch to select the pickups. Let's take a closer look. The poplar body has a really nice weight to it, and the Shoreline Gold finish is elegant and subtle. The stop tail piece makes string changes simple and helps it to stay in tune without having to mess around with a trim. The neck is a C-shaped roasted maple with a satin urethane finish that feels smooth and buttery. The asymmetrical neck plate and carved heel adds a nice vintage look and feel, but I don't believe it really adds any kind of benefit to the guitar. The 12 fret, 12-inch radius fingerboard is made of Indian laurel, which normally I'm not a big fan of because they can be kind of rough and dry looking, but this one is really nice and smooth with a darker finish than I've seen on any other Squiers. These jumbo frets are nice and smooth, maybe the smoothest I've seen on a factory Squier. The nut is made of graphite and is cut really well. Even the ends are rounded down to the edge of the fretboard. The headstock is painted black with silver branding and a gloss urethane finish that makes it really pop. The tuners are modern seal tuners with split shafts for a slightly vintage look, but they also make string changes quick and easy. The Squier Atomic humbuckers, while pretty hot for a Jag, sound very nice from clean to high gain playing. Let's hear some quick sound demos. Overall, this is a fantastic guitar, and the 24-inch scale makes it a blast to play. The only thing I had to do out of the box was smooth a little fret sprout and tuning. Everything else, as far as action and intonation, was dead on. Now, a lot of people might say, mainly the cork sniffers, that no Squier is worth more than $200. Well, maybe in the 90s that might have been true, but Squier has really stepped things up in the last few years with all of their lines, especially the higher end ones. In fact, Reverb.com released their top 20 best-selling guitars of 2022, and Squier held 6 of those spots. Even the latest Affinity lines have really raised the bar. And I believe that almost every classic vibe, contemporary, and vintage modified Squier I've ever owned has been worth every penny. So how much did I actually pay for this guitar? Thumbnail didn't lie. I bought this guitar for $250 from Pro Audio Star. Now, this isn't a paid plug for them, but they have a lot of great guitars that are marked down as either used, B stock, or open box. This particular one was marked used at 66% off, bringing it down from $469 to $250. I bought guitars from them before that were marked used that looked like they'd never even been touched, but this was the first time that I got one that was still sealed in the factory box. This was a brand new contemporary Squier for $250. You can't find deals like that on Marketplace, so go check out Pro Audio Star sometime. You know, there's always some folks that have horror story reviews, but I think this is my 8th guitar I've bought from them, and I've never had an issue, and I've heard the same thing from many other people. And they ship free and fast. So I hope you really enjoyed this video and got a nice feel for this Squier Contemporary Jag. I love it. I think you will too. Maybe you can find a steal of a deal of your own. And if you like this video, hit that like button for me. If you want to see more, subscribe. Maybe even click that notification button if you want. And next time, we'll see you on the flip side. I screwed that last part up.